Hi everyone and welcome. For today's yoga practice, we're going to be focusing on opening the hips and the hamstrings. So as always, please listen to your body and be kind to yourself as we move along. We're going to begin today in a tabletop position. So coming onto your mat, onto hands and knees. We'll begin with a few cat-cows just to warm up through the body. So inhale, drop the belly to the mat, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round through the spine. Connect with your inhales and exhales as you move here at your own pace. Finding a little bit of movement through the spine. One more here. And completing each round of breath fully as you go. Come back to neutral and set up for pigeon on the right. Slide your right knee just to the outside of the right wrist and extend your left leg straight back behind you. Bring your hands alongside you. Inhale, reach the chest up to the ceiling, maybe look up. And as you exhale, carefully melt yourself forward any amount. Keeping a gentle flex in the right foot to protect the knee. Taking nice deep inhales and exhales into the right hip. Softening through the back of the neck and the jaw. Finding your breath here for 3, for 2, for 1. Carefully lifting yourself all the way back up. Shift your weight over to the right hip. Open your hips up to the left and bring the sole of the right foot to your inner left thigh. So you'll be facing the back of the mat. Bring your hands to either side of the left leg. Flex the left toes. And then inhale, reach your arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, lift up and over that left leg, folding forward. You can round the spine here, or you can make it more active by reaching the chest forward to lengthen the spine. And exhale, folding forward. Keeping a flex in your feet, deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold, good. One more breath. Feeling the back of that left leg opening up. And then carefully walk your hands back in towards you. Shift your way back to the front of the mat and slide yourself back into tabletop. Just wiggle the hips around a little bit here, reset the body, and then set up for pigeon on the left, sliding your left knee just to the outside of the left hand and reaching your right leg straight back behind you. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, reach the chest up, open up the heart, looking up. And then maybe starting to melt yourself carefully forward any amount. Come to rest on the elbows or onto the forearms. Taking deep breaths into that left hip. Making sure you're completing your exhale all the way, letting go. Softening around the jaw. Holding here for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Carefully walking yourself back up. Shift the weight over to the left hip now. Open your hips to the right. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Hands to either side of the right leg. Bend that right knee as much as you need to. Inhale, sweep your arms up alongside the ears. And exhale, lift up and over that right leg any amount. Just letting your arms fall wherever they naturally land, or you can reach around towards the outer edges of that foot. With every inhale, lengthen a little bit. With every exhale, folding forward any amount, trying to wrap that torso right over the right leg. Taking a few more full rounds of breath here. Deep exhales, good. And then carefully walking your hands back in towards you. Swing your way back towards the front of the mat. And then step back into child's pose. Bring your knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Send your hips back towards the heels, forehead to the floor. Just taking one breath here. Exhale, softening around the outer hips. And then inhale back into tabletop. Take your right foot and step it to the outside of the right hand. Tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee, and just start to rock your weight back and forth a little bit. Then find stillness, lower to the back knee, untuck the back toes. Flex the right foot, spin to the outside edge of that foot, and let that right knee open up towards the right any amount, setting up for your lizard pose. Take one more deep inhale here. And deep exhale. And then plant the sole of the right foot down again. Bring that foot to the middle of the mat, hands to either side of the front foot. Slide your hips back in space as you straighten the front leg into your half split, fold forward. Rocking through those two movements a few times. So inhale forward into a low lunge, reach the chest forward, look forward. And then exhale, slide the hips back, straighten the front leg, fold. One more time at your own pace. Inhale, rocking the hips forward gently. And then exhale, slide the hips back, straighten the front leg, fold. This time, rock back, forward, lift up the back knee, and from here, straighten the front leg, sliding the hips back, and you can slide your nose towards the knee. Rocking through those two movements a few times. So inhale forward into your low lunge, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, slide the hips back, straighten the front leg, fold. Last one, inhale back forward. And exhale, fold, good. This time, inhale back forward so you can plant the hands, step back into downward dog. In downward dog, pedal out the feet, twist the hips here. And then step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bend the front knee right on top of the front ankle with your hands under the shoulders, rock back and forth a few times. And then drop to the back knee, untuck the back toes, flex the left foot, spin to the outside edge of the foot, letting that knee just drop open towards the left side of the room. Closing the eyes here can sometimes feel good, or just keep your gaze soft on the ground. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Then plant your left foot, heel toe your foot to the middle of the mat, hands to either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes, slide the hips back, find your half split, straighten the front leg, fold forward. Pulsing a few times, so inhale into your low lunge, pull the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, slide the hips back, straighten the front leg, fold. A few more times. If you have blocks nearby, you can take them and place them underneath your hands if it's a little more challenging to reach the ground, or anything close by, books or pillows. Last time, straightening the front leg, fold. This time, inhale forward into the low lunge, lift up the back knee. From there, straighten the front leg, fold forward, nose towards the knee. Pulsing like that until it. Inhale into your low lunge. Exhale, slide back. Two more, waking up through the hips and the hamstrings. And find your own rhythm here. This time, forward into your low lunge so you can plant the hands, step back into downward dog. Pedal out the feet, twist the hips. Lower down onto the knees, sit back towards your heels. Then swing your legs out in front of you. And give your legs a little bit of a shake here. And then find your forward fold. So inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, lift up and over the legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Taking a deep inhale. And deep exhale, good. One more breath. Full exhale. Bring your hands beside the hips, roll yourself all the way back up. Once your head reaches the ceiling, pull your right knee into the chest, lengthen through the spine, then step your right foot to the outside of the left leg, hands come beside you, keep heel toeing that right foot over towards the left, so your knees stack one on top of the other. Keep flexing through the soles of your feet. You might stay here and work on inhaling to lengthen the spine, or you can start to tilt your torso forward any amount. Just finding your edge here, so the place where you feel a nice stretch and can still breathe comfortably. Take another full inhale. Full exhale, good. Then inhale, come back up to center. You might want to bring your hands behind you, uncross your legs, give your legs a little wiggle. And then switch sides, pull your left knee into the chest, lengthen through the spine. Step your left foot to the outside of the right leg, hands alongside you so you can lengthen through the spine. And keep heel toeing your left foot over towards the right, so your knees will stack one on top of the other or moving towards there. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, keeping the feet flexed, and any amount start to tilt your torso forward. And just noticing the difference between each side. Always meeting your body wherever you're at in that moment. Letting go of expectations or comparisons. And just breathing wherever you are. One more breath here. And then tilting your torso all the way back up through center. Uncross the legs, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, mat width apart. And just windshield wiper your knees from side to side a few times here. Good. Slide forward on the mat so you have enough room to lie down onto your back. Grab onto your knees, take your knees with you as you go. Wrap your arms around the legs and rock a little bit from side to side here. Then bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Hug your right knee into the chest, interlace your hands just below the knee, and carefully pull the right knee out towards the right shoulder. And you can keep the left leg bent here or start to straighten that leg any amount, coming into your wind removing pose. One more full inhale. Full exhale, gently guiding that right knee in and out towards the right shoulder. Keep the right knee where it is, bend the left leg, bring the sole of the foot back to the ground, then switch your grip so your hand is interlaced at the back of the right thigh. Flex the sole of the right foot, kick that heel up towards the ceiling, straighten the leg any amount. And then at your own pace, start to draw circles with that right foot. You can flex and point the toes. Draw the circle in one direction and the other. You can stay right here, or you can keep flexing through the sole of the right foot. Slide your hands up towards the heels. Maybe lift your head up and try to kiss your knee. One more breath. And then gently lower down, extend your right leg all the way down to the ground. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Then as you exhale, pull the left knee in towards the chest. Interlace your hands just below the knee. Wind removing on the other side. You can bend that right knee as much as you need to, just keeping the heel of the foot connected to the ground. Take another inhale here. And full exhale, gently guiding the left knee out towards the left shoulder. Then bend the right foot, bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. Switch your grip on the left leg, so interlace your hands at the back of the left thigh. Flex the sole of the left foot, kick that heel up towards the ceiling, straightening that leg any amount. Again, at your own pace here, just drawing circles with that ankle. Flexing and pointing the toes. And you can stay just like this, or flex the sole of the left foot, slide your hands up any amount closer towards the ankle. Maybe pull your head up off the ground, kissing the knee. Then carefully lower your head to the ground, lower your left leg to the mat, reach the arms up overhead, big stretch. Then exhale, soften to let that go, bending both knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, mat width apart. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side a few times. And then bringing both knees back to the ceiling, heel toe your feet so they're right underneath the knees. Thread the needle, take your right ankle, place it just below the left knee, flexing through the sole of the foot, and take your right hand to the right knee, press that knee straight forward. You can hold and just breathe here like this. This is perfect. Or come into full thread the needle, floating the left leg up off the mat. Interlace your hands at the back of the left thigh. Listening to your body, of course. You can hold still here, or it might feel good to rock this shape a little bit from side to side. And then carefully lowering that left foot back to the mat, uncross your legs and switch sides, placing the left ankle just below the right knee, keeping the sole of the left foot flexed. Take your left hand to the left knee and gently press that knee straight forward. Meeting this side wherever it's at, either holding here or floating the right foot up off the mat. Interlace your hands at the back of the right thigh. And your choice again, hold still or rock a little bit from side to side. Softening your back and the back of the head into the ground. Then coming to center, release your right foot to the mat. If it's lifted, uncross the legs. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side one more time. And then carefully reach your right arm back behind you, roll onto the right side, and press yourself all the way back up to seated. Our last pose before closing out today will be butterfly shape. So bringing the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. You can bring your hands to the soles of the feet and gently open up the soles of your feet as if you're reading a book. Inhale, reach the chest forward to lengthen. And exhale, fold forward any amount. And keep your elbows softening down towards the ground, or if it feels good and it's accessible, you can bring your elbows to your knees and gently press the knees towards the ground. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then slowly lift yourself all the way back up. And we'll close class today in a seated position, so finding your cross-legged seat. Bringing your hands to rest wherever they feel comfortable. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a full exhale, emptying the air out of the lungs completely. Taking a moment to check in with your body and seeing how you're feeling. Thanking yourself for showing up today. And sending a little bit of gratitude in towards yourself. Thank you so much for showing up today, everyone. It was a pleasure. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.